From whole trunks to stacked firewood in seconds. Today, you're about to witness firewood machines built for raw power, precision, and non-stop speed. Buckle up, this isn't processing, it's mechanical domination.
Brace yourself. This is peak firewood domination. The Multitech 2025 LDCS roars to life, grabbing raw timber like it's feeding a beast. Logs are loaded onto the live deck, then fed forward with precision by heavy-duty rollers. A massive circular saw blade swings down, slicing through each trunk in seconds, sending sawdust flying like shrapnel.
No time for axes. This compact beast means business. Watch this bobcat skid steer locks in with a heavy-duty log splitter, unleashing hydraulic force on a stubborn hardwood trunk. Timberwolf Firewood Processor isn't just a machine, it's a relentless log-splitting juggernaut built for serious production. At the start of the scene, oversized hardwood rounds, mud-caked, uneven, and unforgiving, are loaded onto the deck. The hydraulic infeed system clamps down and drags each heavy log into position with zero struggle. Once locked in place, the real show begins. A high-torque, industrial-grade splitting ram drives the log into a razor-sharp multi-wedge blade, cleaving the timber with a bone-snapping crunch. The processor doesn't flinch. No matter how twisted, frozen, or knotted the wood, it powers through without missing a beat. Each cycle is smooth, fast, and brutal. You can see bark flying, wood cracking, and split pieces dropping in perfect stacks beneath the chute. The tray stays in motion, constantly clearing space as firewood piles up at an industrial pace. From raw timber to stacked perfection, this is Mill Industria's L Pro line in full industrial rhythm. Logs are first loaded onto the heavy-duty feed deck, where synchronized rollers push them one by one into the core of the system. The automatic log centering arms align each trunk before it's swallowed whole by the cutting module. Inside, precision rotary blades and time conveyors begin tearing into the wood grain with unmatched accuracy. The log is rotated and scanned, then ripped through in a continuous motion, producing squared cants and usable slabs in seconds. Sawn boards shoot out onto high-speed outfeed belts, while bark and waste are ejected through separate channels. Every mechanical motion is purpose-built for speed, minimal downtime, and clean output. Further down the line, fresh boards hit the sizing saw, where they're dimensioned, trimmed, and aligned into perfect stack-ready pieces. Robotic stackers then lift and layer each board into massive vertical towers, ready for drying, shipment, or further processing. This isn't a sawmill, it's a fully synchronized wood transformation system, engineered for extreme volume, non-stop precision, and zero compromise. Witness the Easton-made 40C in full beast mode, where frozen timber meets unstoppable steel, and raw logs don't stand a chance. This isn't your average processor. It's a hydraulic powerhouse built for one purpose: total log obliteration at industrial scale. Mounted on a heavy-duty trailer chassis, the 40C begins its assault with a massive circular slasher saw, slicing frozen hardwoods clean through in seconds. Each cut log then feeds into a monstrous multi-wedge splitting chamber, where hydraulic rams explode it into a dozen clean, uniform chunks, ready for sale or burn. Inside the heated operator cab, the controls are smooth, efficient, and fully protected from the bitter cold. Operators stay focused and comfortable while the machine relentlessly chews through even the thickest rounds without slowing down. From snow-covered piles to non-stop output, This high-capacity beast runs like a factory on wheels. Witness the raw force of a JZQ250 cone screw log splitter, tearing hardwood apart with sheer torque-driven brutality. This compact powerhouse uses a rotating conical wedge to drill straight into dense timber, breaking it open from the inside out. As soon as the cone tip bites into the log, the spiral threads pull the entire block forward, forcing it against the hardened steel splitter. No hydraulics, no slow ram, just rapid mechanical destruction. Up close, you can see the torque shearing through bark and heartwood in one clean, aggressive motion. Even knotted or uneven chunks don't stand a chance. Operators keep the workflow tight, feeding log after log while the machine rips them into firewood with unmatched speed. Perfect for small yards, mobile setups, or workshops, this screw splitter proves that compact doesn't mean weak. It's not just efficient, it's relentless. Watch in awe as this raw, gnarled timber, laden with heavy bark burls, deep knots, and years of natural scars, is tamed by the unforgiving steel of an industrial bandsaw mill. This isn't just cutting wood, it's a dangerous, high-stakes transformation where every inch of the blade bites into unpredictable grain, shifting bark, and potential kickback zones that can snap, jam, or even shatter under pressure. In this scene, a colossal log, likely weighing hundreds of pounds, is fed through the bandsaw with surgical precision. The operator must constantly adjust for inconsistent density, shifting grain, and hidden tension pockets that can twist or bind the blade. One wrong move and the entire machine could recoil or stall. It's a process that demands skill, focus, and respect for both the wood and the machinery. As the blade carves through the timber's chaotic shell, it unveils a dramatic, high-contrast interior, deep crimson heartwood with swirling grain, natural edge curves, and one-of-a-kind burl figures that shimmer under fresh light. These aren't just slabs, they're luxury canvases, destined to become live-edge masterpieces, exotic countertops, or premium statement pieces. From raw forest chaos to showroom-ready elegance, this is sawmilling on the edge, equal parts risk, precision, and art. Witness brutal efficiency in action, where the hockey puck processor shreds dense hardwood like it's slicing through foam. This isn't your average splitter. It's a precision-engineered beast built to turn entire logs into flawless firewood in seconds. Meet the Goliath of log splitting, Easton-Made's SB40 firewood processor in action, and it doesn't flinch. This industrial powerhouse is designed to dominate oversized hardwood logs with mechanical precision and relentless hydraulic force. From the moment a raw round hits the infeed trough, the Goliath locks it in, pushes it through a razor-sharp wedge, and explodes it into clean, uniform firewood in seconds. In this brutal scene, the operator confidently commands the controls as the conveyor feeds chunk after chunk into the splitting chamber. A powerful ram forces the logs into a multi-way wedge, instantly transforming rugged timber into stove-ready pieces. With a high-lift log lift, lightning-fast cycle times, and a heavy-duty conveyor tossing split wood into massive piles, this machine turns firewood production into an unstoppable flow. It's not just wood splitting, it's controlled destruction powered by hydraulic muscle. Precision, speed, and American-built toughness packed into one beast of a processor. This is the firewood industry's apex predator. No mercy, no pause. This compact beast turns log piles into firewood mountains in minutes. The Takuchi TL240 skid steer, fitted with a rugged commercial-grade log grapple and splitter combo from CNC Equipment, powers through hardwood rounds like a factory on tracks. With its high-torque hydraulics, the operator grips, lifts, and slams full-length logs directly into the splitter without ever touching the ground. Chunks of frozen timber meet their match in this brutal cold-weather log-splitting showdown. Watch as the Easton-made wood splitter rips through snow-covered rounds like they're nothing but soft pine. Driven by a high-pressure hydraulic system and outfitted with a razor-sharp six-way wedge, this beast turns each icy log into a neat pile of perfectly split firewood in seconds. The operator controls the entire process with precision levers while standing safely behind the machine as each round is shoved forward with crushing force against the splitting head. Frost shatters, bark explodes, and thick wood fibers crack clean under the intense tonnage. Built for efficiency in the harshest winter conditions, this heavy-duty splitter doesn't flinch at frozen grain or twisted hardwood. It's firewood production on overdrive, fast, powerful, and engineered to dominate. With brutal precision and non-stop aggression, the Timberwolf Pro HD XL firewood processor tears through logs like a beast unleashed. Massive hardwood trunks are fed onto the infeed deck, where powerful rollers drag each log into position. The moment that yellow chainsaw bar drops, blasting through frozen bark and dense grain, a shower of sawdust erupts into the winter air. Then, in one swift sequence, hydraulic claws clamp the log. The bar slices clean, and the chunk drops into the splitting chamber. Here, a multi-way wedge explodes the round into perfectly uniform firewood. Under the roaring cover of a steel-framed warehouse, a true titan of the timber world is lowered with surgical precision. This isn't just a log, it's a massive, centuries-old exotic hardwood trunk, easily measuring over 6 feet in diameter and nearly the full length of a flatbed trailer. It's been hauled in by an industrial 12-wheeler, now backed into place with millimeter accuracy. Suspended by thick steel cables from a heavy-duty overhead gantry crane, the log hovers in mid-air like a sleeping monster. Its bark is deeply ridged and weathered, coated with streaks of orange sap, white chalk marks, and inspection codes, clear signs it's been sourced from a protected high-value forest. Every inch of this timber screams density, value, and danger. A seasoned crew springs into action. One worker directs the crane with hand signals, while others position heavy-duty wooden blocks to support the log's massive weight once it's lowered. There's no room for error. This thing could crush a pickup flat in seconds. As soon as it settles, the sound of high-revving chainsaws fills the space. One operator, balanced with expert control, climbs onto the log's upper ridge and begins scoring precise guide cuts across the surface. Orange sawdust bursts into the air like smoke from a fire, coating the concrete floor. The chainsaw chews aggressively into the grain, revealing rich, dark hardwood hidden beneath the bark, proof of the log's premium class. This is the first stage of transformation, the hand-guided scoring process that prepares the log for the massive vertical bandsaw seen in the distance. In a quiet suburban yard, a seasoned operator tackles a towering pine just feet from the house. With a roaring chainsaw, he carves a clean notch, then drives in a wedge with powerful axe strikes. A tension rope stretches across the yard, guiding the fall. Moments later, the trunk gives way. With a thunderous crack, the giant tree crashes down in perfect alignment, landing cleanly across the road. No damage, no hesitation, just flawless control and precision in one of the riskiest backyard tree removals caught on camera.
Precision meets raw mechanical force in this high-performance firewood splitting sequence. A thick hardwood log is gripped firmly as the industrial-grade wedge drives in with unstoppable torque, slicing it cleanly down the center. The result? Two flawless firewood halves, still fresh from the split, dropped effortlessly onto the machine's steel frame.
Sarah Montana ME110 doesn't cut logs, it annihilates them. This high-performance industrial sawmill grips a giant trunk with unwavering steel arms, then sends its horizontal blade surging through dense hardwood like slicing butter with a hot knife. The log doesn't stand a chance. With each pass, the saw reveals flawless slabs, grain patterns bursting with character, bark peeling away under raw steel. The hydraulics hum, the feed system advances with precision, and the blade never hesitates even through knotted frozen wood. This is sawmilling turned savage, engineered for non-stop production and maximum yield. On this snowy lot, the ME110 runs like a beast on a mission, turning massive timber into perfect boards fast. This isn't just lumber, it's dominance in motion.
Watch this beast of a hydraulic log splitter slice straight through dense hardwood like it's butter. With every pump, the blade drives deeper and the log gives way, flawless, controlled, and insanely powerful. From the moment that massive log hit the trailer to the final cut on the industrial bandsaw, you just watched raw nature get dominated by pure mechanical precision. This isn't just about wood, it's about power, engineering, and the insane scale of what modern machinery can handle. And here on Tech Trouble, we bring you closer to the action than ever before, from legendary log hauls to next-level processing systems and machine fails you won't believe. So if you're all about jaw-dropping machines, rugged craftsmanship, and high-stakes timber operations, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, smash the bell icon, and get ready, because the next upload is even crazier. Thanks for watching Tech Trouble, where machines don't talk, they roar.